Hi guys, welcome back to my channel at the Crafty Author. And I've just finished squaring up the quilt. So we're all good to go there. Next, we're gonna cut the binding strips. So I'm just gonna use the same fabric that I used for my backing. That's gonna be my binding. And this is already pretty flat because I ironed it before I ever cut the backing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and cut off this selvage edge, and then I'm going to cut this fabric into 2.5 inch strips. So we're going to get started, and I'm just going to use the lines on my mat here. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim those off, the selvage. And I've already cut on the half line, so I can just go ahead and cut 2. So 2.5. I'm going to make sure I'm lined up just right. So that's my first strip. Okay. And I'll do 2.5 again. Yeah. Always measure twice, cut once. I almost cut 3.5. So I'm pretty sure I already have enough strips to make my binding. I have plenty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these together, and you can sew them on the diagonal or you can sew them straight across. I will go ahead and flip mine this way, and then I will sew down this edge. I'm sorry you cannot see that. So I have them like this, and then I will sew diagonally down that edge. So you can sew them straight across if you want. You can sew them straight across. It's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll iron them out. So I've gone ahead and sewn all of the binding on, and you can see I've sewn this at the diagonal. This is what it looks like on the back. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going through the binding strips, and I'm cutting off the excess from where I sewed on the diagonal. So I'm just going to cut about 1/4 inch off, or I'm going to leave 1/4 inch, sorry. I'm going to leave 1/4 inch next to the seam. It still doesn't sound right, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's the seam. I'm cutting, leaving about 1/4 inch left. So I'm just going to fold my binding in half. You will see it as I get closer to the camera. I'm just folding in half. See, meeting raw edge to raw edge as I go along. Now, when I get to the seam, there's a lot of rules of thought on this. So you can either press it to one side or you can press it open. I like to press mine open. If you like to do that too, that is fine. There is no right or wrong way to do this, and do not let anybody tell you that there is. Unless you're making a quilt that you're going to be putting in a show or something like that, then I would not worry about it. So I just press mine open, and then I just keep going. So I take usually one of these little clover clips, and I just clip it here so that I know that this is where I'm going to start sewing, right here, right below that. So I'm going to take my presser foot. I'm going to line up my binding, raw edge to raw edge. I'm going to do it on the front side of the quilt. And then I'm just going to start stitching. and I will back tack. I use the presser foot as my guide, and I'm gonna stop when I get to about 1/4 of an inch, which will be right about here. So I'm just gonna kind of mark it with my finger and eyeball it, because I've done this many times, but you can do it with a pin. I'm gonna back tack. I'm gonna cut the threads. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the quilt out, and I'm going to flip it. Now, lots of people do this different ways. I'm just showing you the way that I do this. There are many different ways to do it. And I've tried some of the other methods, and this is the one that seems to work best for me. So now you have this fold, or this area here where you can fold this up to a 45-degree angle, which is what you want to do. Okay, you're going to want to fold that up, that flap, and then you're going to bring this next part and fold it, and it's going to start the raw edge on the next side of your quilt. And like I said, I have a more in-depth video on how to do this. It's going to create that mitered corner that you want. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've sewn all the binding on the back, or on the front, I'm sorry. And now I've come to the end, and where I left those tails, where I began, if you remember, I left that really long tail. So, getting stuck everywhere. Okay, so here's that tail right here where we started. And this is where I've stopped. And I have entirely too much of this tail. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two of them, and I want to match them up so that the binding will lay flat and it will not have a big thick seam. So I'm still fairly new to this myself, so this is a little bit of a challenge. I know a lot of quilters will do a diagonal stitch. I'm going to do a straight stitch when I attach mine. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to open I'm trying to open it. So I'm going to open this part right here, okay? And this is, I'm going to want to sew probably right about here. So I'm just going to mark this with my fingernail, because I kind of already know where I need to go. You do not want to cut your tails off until you are absolutely positive that this is going to fit and lay down. Because if you do that, then you could have an issue. So I bud mine up together like this, and right here is where I'm going to sew, and I'm just going to sew a straight stitch line. I'm sorry, right along here. Remember when I said that the backing, piecing the backing was my least favorite part? No. Nope, this is. I am just going to cut the other part off. But now you can see that it fits nice and snug there, so it is not going to be an issue at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew that on. And we're good to go. Okay, so after you have your binding sewed onto the one side, you want to clip the corners. This is going to make it easier to fold those mitered corners. And I'm just giving them a little clip. So you're going to do this to all 4 sides, okay? You don't want to cut the seam because you don't want a hole in your corner. And I'm just going to clip. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your fingernail or the palm of your finger, and you're just going to press this down. You're going to press that seam down. You're going to press the corner so that when you're sewing, you're binding onto the back, you want to cover the straight line stitch that's right here, and you can see I boo-booed. You're going to just fold that over, okay? You're going to push that icky part back that you have there, and then you're just going to fold. And I have some loose threads, and it's going to make that mitered corner on both sides. So I am going to finish the quilt. I'm going to stitch the front down, and I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have a question or a comment, please put it down below. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Crafty Author. You can follow my blog at craftyauthor.com. You can join my private Facebook group, The Crafty Author. And keep on crafting, guys. I will see you soon.